Welcome to the deep dive. Today, you've brought us some really interesting sources, all sort of digging into a topic we hear about quite a bit.
Yeah, the power of a positive attitude.
Exactly. And we're looking at it from, well, a few perspectives, right? General wellness, psychology.
And significantly for our listeners, a viewpoint that's specifically Christian, drawing on Scripture too.
Right. So our mission here is to take these threads, um, unpack what a positive attitude really is according to these
So
sources,
why it matters, what the benefits are.
and then get practical. How can we actually cultivate it, maybe leaning into our faith as well?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's unpack this.
So first off, what is this positive attitude we're talking about? It's interesting how the sources line up here.
Yeah, what's the common ground?
Well, they pretty much all describe it as a mindset. It's
Yeah.
about intentionally focusing on the good.
A conscious choice then, not just a feeling that happens to you.
Exactly. It's a choice. And importantly, it's not about pretending problems don't exist.
Okay, so it's not that sort of forced fake happiness.
No, not at all. The psychology sources especially emphasize that. It's more about processing difficulties productively, maybe hopefully.
Accepting things, but still keeping hope alive.
That's a good way to put it. Accepting current circumstances, yeah, but maintaining hope and looking for a way through. One source even calls it a character strength, a virtue.
A virtue. Okay, so it's this chosen mindset. It's realistic. What about the payoff? The sources mention some pretty tangible benefits.
Oh, absolutely. Lots of them. Where do we even begin? Maybe with mental health?
Good place to start.
Several sources link it directly to lower rates of depression, anxiety, stress, that kind of thing.
How does that work?
The idea is that negative thoughts can kind of trap you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you consciously shift your focus,
Hmm.
well, that helps combat those negative cycles.
So changing your thinking patterns actually improves your mental state.
That's the idea. And it seems to go further. They talk about increased alertness, more energy.
More energy.
You know,
How?
Well, one wellness source suggests positive thinking actually stimulates the brain to function better, gives you that boost.
Okay, interesting. Is there like a biological reason for that?
Yeah, actually. The research mentioned points to serotonin production, the feel-good chemical.
Mm-hmm.
Helps with calm, focus,
Ah,
and it
right.
activates the prefrontal cortex, that's your decision-making hub, while lowering cortisol.
Cortisol, the stress hormone.
Exactly. So less stress, more focus.
Mm.
You see how that leads to other benefits?
Like better productivity, that was mentioned.
Spot on. Less stress fog means you can think clearer, see different sides of a problem. One study even found people did better on tasks after seeing something positive.
Huh. So it unlocks creativity too.
Seems like it. And that productivity boost isn't just internal. Your positive energy can actually, rub off on others, make them more willing to help.
That leads right into relationships, doesn't it? People are drawn to positive people.
They really are. It just makes interactions smoother, helps you get along better.
And there are physical benefits too, beyond just stress.
Yeah, quite a list, actually. Things like fewer chronic illnesses, maybe lower heart risk,
Yeah.
better coping strategies generally.
Wow.
One source even touched on improved fertility, which likely links back to that overall well-being and maybe lower stress impacting hormones.
So it really is mind and body. That's much broader than you might first think.
It definitely underscores it's not just a small thing. It has system-wide effects.
Now let's shift gears slightly. One source brought a specifically Christian perspective. How does that frame this whole idea?
Right. So this view weaves faith right into it. Having a good attitude is seen partly as living out your faith, reflecting God's light, God's love.
Okay.
And it's also seen as really key for getting through tough times, for perseverance, seeing trials not just as setbacks, but maybe part of a bigger picture, opportunities to grow.
And it grounds this in scripture, which is powerful. What verses did they highlight?
A really key one is Philippians 4.8. You probably know it.
Whatever is true, whatever is noble.
Exactly. Whatever is right, pure, lovely, admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. It's a direct instruction, really, to choose where you focus your mind.
That fits perfectly with positivity being a conscious choice.
It really does. Then there's Romans 8.28,
All things work together for good.
for those who love him.
Yeah.
That belief offers this deep well of hope, doesn't it? Even when things are hard, there's this sense of underlying purpose. It reframes the struggle,
Provides a real anchor.
definitely. And Colossians 3.15 says, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts and be thankful.
Peace and thankfulness, they go hand in hand, don't they?
They seem to. Cultivating gratitude, letting that peace preside, it naturally fosters a more positive state.
And Proverbs 17.22, a cheerful heart is good medicine. So simple, but
It really resonates, right? It echoes those physical and emotional benefits we talked about earlier, but from Scripture itself. Shows this isn't just a modern idea.
ancient wisdom. I like that. What about Psalm 118.24?
Ah, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It's like a daily call to choose joy, choose gratitude for the present moment.
Embracing the day. And finally, James 1 gives that challenging perspective on trials.
Yeah, James 1.23, it's pretty countercultural. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials.
Pure joy. How?
Well, it goes on. Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. So the joy isn't in the trial itself, but in what it produces. Stronger faith, endurance.
Seeing challenges as opportunities for spiritual growth, that's a powerful reframing.
It really is. So you see how the Christian perspective brings it all together? Choice, faith, scripture, growth, impacting others.
It elevates it beyond just feeling good for yourself.
Right. It becomes almost a spiritual practice, a way to live out your beliefs.
Okay, so we understand what it is, why it matters from different angles. The big question, how do we do it? What are the practical steps?
Good question. And thankfully, the sources offer quite a few concrete strategies. A big one, tying back to Philippians, is just consciously focusing on the positive.
Actively looking for the good.
Yeah, or even just one good thing, especially when things feel overwhelming. It's about directing your attention.
Makes sense. And gratitude came up a lot.
Definitely. Practicing gratitude, maybe keeping a journal, or just taking moments to acknowledge what you're thankful for, it really can shift your outlook. Builds resilience. Connects right back to Colossians. Be thankful.
And tackling negative thoughts, that seems crucial.
Absolutely. You have to become aware of those patterns first.
Yeah.
Like always assuming the worst, or seeing things in black and white, or taking things too personally.
Yeah, recognizing those habits.
Once you spot them, you can challenge them, reframe them, use positive self-talk, maybe affirmations. Again, it's about taking control of your thought life, like Philippians says.
What about your environment?
Also important. Surround yourself with positivity. That might mean limiting time with really negative people.
And spending more time with those who lift you up.
Exactly. Protect your own mindset.
Volunteering was an interesting one that popped up.
Yeah, it benefits you as much as others, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Being compassionate, giving your time. Sources say it reduces stress, boosts happiness, builds community, gives purpose.
And from the faith perspective, it's a clear way to share God's love.
Precisely. It connects your actions back to that deeper purpose.
And quickly visualizing success, setting goals.
Yep. Imagining achieving things build confidence. And setting positive goals that align with your values gives you something uplifting to aim for.
Okay, so pulling all this together, this deep dive really shows that a positive attitude isn't just like wishful thinking.
Not at all. It's a conscious choice, a powerful one.
With real benefits for your mind, your body, your relationships. Backed by research, practical strategies.
And for Christians, it's also deeply tied to faith, rooted in Scripture, a way to persevere, a way to honor God and uplift others. It's something you can actively work on.
So what does this all mean for you? Thinking specifically about that perspective from James, seeing trials as something that builds perseverance, maybe even finding joy in that growth, how might that change the way you face a challenge this week?
Or maybe looking at all the strategies in Scriptures. Which single one could you focus on practicing, even just starting today?